Hey guys, it's Eric here at Farpoint Restorations and Repairs. Today, I'm going to show you how to set this up. What is this? It's the Vevor strut spring compressor. In a separate video, I'll show you how to actually use it. But yeah, you know, there's a couple parts to it, and I figured that might help somebody out somewhere along the way as far as assembly goes. Let me get the camera closer in. I'll show you the parts that are involved in this, and hopefully the relatively easy setup that it involves. Let's do it. All right, well, here's the pile of goodies, and you can see we got our foot pedal, a variety of nuts and bolts, two of these pieces here. These are the different sizes for springs. Those back two pieces are like the floor stabilizers, and there's our hydraulic pump right there to pump this thing back up. All right, so strut spring compressor model number is YS02. And it's not terrible. It is not written in anything that's other than just pictures. 2 floor supports plus 4 tiny bolts plus the stand equals this. And that's what we're going to do right now. All right, first up, floor stabilizers. I like it. They got the nuts already attached to these bolts that they're providing us with. And this is a 14 and a 17. We'll lay it down here so you can still see what I'm doing. Yeah, you can. We're going to put it in like that. So I'm replacing the strut. I've got a broken spring on my Volvo. I'm pretty sure that video will actually go out before this one. But yeah, I'm going to be replacing the spring on that. And I just wanted to, I've been using just those handheld ones. Here's a picture of what they look like. Those old handheld ones are downright dangerous. But that's what I grew up using, and so I don't have a problem with them. It's just, I know they're not exactly the safest thing out there. All right. Once that's there, we'll move on to step 2. And if you can read it, step 2 is the bottom part, plus the pump jack, plus the 2 screws, plus the pedal equals that. So let's see if we can figure out how that all goes together. Right, so it looks like the pedal portion just sits in here like so. I want to figure out which way that pedal's going to sit. Yep, that's correct, okay? All right, and then we have these 2 small ones here, and I think the washer goes on the bottom. And it doesn't say, but I'm going to go with that because the top is cast, the bottom is just metal. So we'll put the bolts through like so, and then we'll put the nuts in, washer in on the bottom. And those are 13s. Paint finish on this is really nice. And then our last piece here slides in. That's our release pedal. Very compact unit too. And that's a 14. Next up, this piece plus this piece equals that piece. Seems straightforward enough. And it slides down here. And this little part right here is going to fit into that notch. And then we'll tighten that down. That's a 12. And then it gets a little more vague. This piece, plus the chain, plus the 2 bolts, plus a larger bolt, plus whatever. And there we go. Let's see if there's anything left on there after that. Step 5, well, you're kind of attaching your chain and attaching that. And that'll be that. Right now, this part here, I'll turn it so you can see it. This part here is adjustable. So these don't get tightened down because you're going to be able to move these back and forth depending on the spring height and the tightness of that spring. So for me, I'm going to randomly assign it a position. We'll go with that. Feed that through and just put our nut back into place. But again, you don't need to tighten that down, just finger tight. Okay, same thing. Because these 2 bolts are holding the entire upper weight limit of this spring compressor. Okay. All right, then 2 more bolts here. And these also you don't want to tighten all the way because they are replaceable. A smaller spring versus a larger spring, so you're going to be swapping these out depending on your job. So just finger tight on these as well. And I might be wrong on that. Again, in a separate video I'll show you how to compress this, but for right now we're just going to go with this as our initial setup here, and hopefully that's what we needed, but we'll find out the easy way or the hard way. All right, and then lastly, we have a chain here, and that chain goes through here. This also, you don't want to go anything past hand tight because This chain is going to be wrapped around your spring to keep it from ejecting, and then you actually bolt it back through on the other side and put your nut on there. Very similar to the professional level ones we have at work. They have a cage around it completely, but that certainly will reduce the chances of severe injury. There it is, right? So I assume it's probably going to need to be bled, but let's see if we can get it to pump up. Oh, no, it's moving. So you can see we'll be compressing the spring. We get to the point we need, and then we can release the pressure off of the spring. Right now there's nothing on it, so there it goes back down. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So it is rated to, I think, 1 ton. Let's see here. It's the YS02. It is red. Small spring clamp range is 110 to 130 millimeter. Big spring clamp is 140 to 170. And yeah, some of the other stuff here, just safety stuff here, but pretty cool. That's what we got. All right, well, stick around, and in another video, we'll be using it. So if you bought one of these, or you're thinking about doing your own struts, which you should, or repairing struts, things like that, go for it. This will help you do it. Till next time, my friends, take care.